I used to a lot of bros and a lot of us talk about we waiting for society to fall, the collapse of it. Mankind, nature. I'm starting to think that society been fell way before our time. And we're just living in the fall at this point. I mean, let's be real and let's look around us. I try not to watch the news, any of this shit. But all I see is this bullshit about Trump, the impeachment, irrelevant shit. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, we shouldn't even... Nobody should be under rulership to begin with. This whole idea of presidents, kings, and queens, and this is the idea of being civilized, is stupid. One person ruling over a bunch of people. That's not normal. That's not happy. That's not life. That's not how we should be. I look at the weather patterns, which I spoke on this before. How cold the weather is in certain states, how extremely hot the weather is in certain states, fucking constant tornadoes, constant hurricanes, wildfires all the time in California. These aren't normal conditions. This is the fall. I was on Facebook and Instagram, and all I used to see on there is, and it's still on there, of course, but all I used to see is just whores being uplifted. I used to think to myself, and I used to say shit like, these chicks are going to be so fucking miserable when they get older, yo. Like, they're living their lives being whores, being sluts, being thoughts, right? And they fail to understand that when they get older and when that pussy is ran through, when that body count is high, they're going to be upset when they have to settle for whatever just comes their way. They're going to wish they would have settled down when they were younger instead of when they will settle down when they get older, or they're just going to be fucking lonely. But when you look at the conditions of today, yeah, like a lot of older women are very desperate now. They think that way. But in all honesty, like the direction of shit going now, these females don't care about their body counts or anything like that, because there's always going to be some weak-willed man who's going to wife them up. They don't care about love. They don't want fucking love. These thoughts and these sluts, all they want is fucking money, dude. That's why they're willing to get sugar daddies, sleep with whoever they want to sleep with, and shit like that, because all they care about is pleasure and money. And as long as they keep chasing somebody with money, they're the one that's winning at the end of the day. They're not losing like I thought they would lose. They're not suffering like I thought they would suffer. Yeah, they're suffering in other areas. They're not perfect. I'm never finna get out here and just make it seem like their life is all perfect. These bitches are depressed. The problem is that they're evolving, though. There's going to get a time to where that depression shit that they're going through, they're going to overcome that shit. Because of the weak-willed man out there that's willing to sweat them and pay them. You know, all the likes, all the attention for just dressing half naked, being a hoe. You know, you got so many men in your inbox. The simps are going to keep these hoes alive. The simps are going to keep these sluts alive, these thoughts alive. And simping is easy. There are so many weak-willed men. It's fucking ridiculous, though. I used to talk about the society or the government collapsing, the feds collapsing. But again, when we were talking about simps, these dudes are out here nowadays spending their money on all types of expensive shit. Keeping the government in power, keeping the powers that be in power. Spending all types of money just to please the female form. Not even buying shit that's logical. Not even buying shit that they like. This shit not normal. It's not normal at all. It is the fall. Fucking squirrels and birds and shit like that scrambling for food before it get cold outside. Scrambling for food all year. Their natural habitat, natural environment has been destroyed and replaced with all these fucking houses and garages and shit that's fucking just wasting space. Extras. Extra for no reason. All for the sake of somebody being able to say, hey, if you want this, you got to pay me shit tons of hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. For space that's not even being truly occupied. Oh, you want to talk about putting a car in the garage? These cars are destroying the air. It's polluting the air that we breathe in. Birds and animals and shit that's in the air have to fucking suffer because of the constant pollution from constant vehicles being ignited every fucking day, all day, 24/7. Air quality is extremely poor. Extremely poor. And we think it's fucking normal. 5G, 4G, all of this cellular networks. This shit is making people dumb. It's fucking frying our brains. We can't elevate past a certain point. We're sluggish. We're tired. We don't really have the energy. We're frustrated. We're not motivated. We're wondering what the hell is going on in our lives. Why is it so complicated to see clear? And you read articles about 5G and shit like this, and they talk about the effects that it does to the brain, and it starts to make sense. And it's like, wow. Cell phone companies who don't have 5G by a certain point in the near future are going to get fined for not having something that's essentially destroying us. You can't tell me that this isn't the fall. You can't tell me that. People look for drugs, alcohol. We look for things to help us get us through the day, and these things we look for destroy us. There is only a very, 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 very small amount, if that's the case, of those who can go without these things. But for the most part, let's just be honest. How many of us really can give up these things? How many of us really can say, you know what, I'm not going to have a drink today. I'm going to stick it out and make it through the day. I'm going to go to work and be a fucking slave because they try to tell you that you're an employee and you're fucking not. But I'm going to go to work. I'm going to be a slave. I'm not going to drink. I'm just going to be a strong individual today. It doesn't work. That's why people who act like they can do this shit, I'm not talking about those who you know, we a lot of times, like, there's talks and conversations about how we got to stop this shit and decrease this shit. You know what I'm saying? That is what we aim and we seek, and that's the beauty of that small number of those who can. But for the most part, let's just be honest, man. We can't just automatically get over this shit. When you look at a celebrity or someone who talk about they beat addiction, you know why they probably beat addiction? You know why they probably overcame that shit? Because they got tons of money. So let me tell you something. To replace that addiction that they had that was probably making them broke or bringing their fame down, all they're doing is addicted to spending fucking money. Addicted to feeling like a god. Addicted to the attention. The ego was so damn high. That's all people tell them, dude, you're a fucking superstar. You don't need none of this shit. Just get this money, keep spending this fucking money, walk around with your head up high, know you're the shit, and then bam. And that's what happened. The same ones who talked about how they wanted fame so bad they hate being broke, they get that money and do they help other people? No. Do they look out for the rest of society? No. It's all business. It's all about who can have the best fucking business. People are competing, car companies competing. Who got the best and the most sales? Who's selling the most clothes? The fashion industry. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's like, this is how people are fighting for their survival? By giving up and just succumbing to this shit? This is the fall. It makes no sense. But the majority of people believe in all of this shit. They think all of this shit is normal. The majority of society, 99%, feels that it's normal to go in the store and buy food. It's normal to have somebody hunt the food, grow the food, and sell it to you. They fail to see that they so enslaved. They were born in slavery, still to this day, that they don't even have the time to learn how to do these things on their own. They don't even have the fucking connection or resources to buy the land or buy a fucking farm. You got to be born into damn near family, or you got to work your ass off up to a certain point. And even when a lot of these people work their ass off, they still go live in seclusion and figure out a way to hustle they work to people. All of these GMOs and these big ass pieces of chicken and shit, people cooning at fucking Popeyes over a piece of fucking animal. Like, dude, we literally eat. Like, animals have to get slaughtered for us to feel like we gotta consume the shit. And the shit doesn't do nothing but make us sick and kill us at the end of the day. It decreases our life force. Our physical body is damaged when you tally the shit up at the end of life. All because we couldn't stop eating other animals and shit. Cannibalism. Meat. Animals just minding their fucking business. Going extinct. Going endangered. All the food that get wasted. Animals out here getting slaughtered. Just for food to get wasted. Just for people to throw shit away. Just for food to get spoiled. No one cares. No one fucking cares. The music industry, talent doesn't fucking matter. As long as you talking about fucking somebody woman, dressing half naked, being a hoe, spending your money on European products, cashing out on it, you're going to get so much money that you don't know what to do with it. You have to be a complete shit show in order to get money. This is the fall. And there is just a very, very small amount. I honestly feel like below 0 point some percent, below 0 point some percent are the only ones that actually fucking see it out of this entire fucking planet. Earth, whatever the fuck it is, it doesn't even fucking matter no more. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. But I will continue to record these voice memos and share them. because just like others have done also in the fall, it's helped me. It's helped me. It's uplifted me. And I'm thankful that there are those still out there that are willing to share wisdom in the fall. It may just reach one ear, but it's going to be worth it. It will be greatly appreciated.